Stars in Their Eyes. Please welcome your host, Matthew Kelly. To a brand new series of Stars in Their Eyes, and thank heavens for that. Not just because over the next 10 weeks we've got the very best sound-alike stars on planet Earth, not just because we've got the best makeovers in the business, but because, thanks to a technical fault, since the last show, I've been stuck behind those doors. I've had to live off wig scrapings, eyeliner and sequins back there. But it was worth the wait, because on this series you'll hear new songs, witness extraordinary transformations and see stars we've never featured before. And to kick us off, one of those new stars with a new face. Star guest number 1.
My name is Deborah Lee and I work on Oxford Street in London. My job is I'm a customer services advisor, so any problems that might arise, which are hardly ever, I deal with those. I love helping customers out in fitted kitchens or dealing with fridge freezers. I grew up in Tooting, which is South London. I went to a convent school, the Convent of the Holy Family. Ah, the joy. And I did bookkeeping to trial balance, because every girl needs a good education. I describe myself as short, round, and I look like a pound coin. My husband, Phil, is a musical genius. I call him my Mozart. He's just gorgeous, and I've been married now for 2 years. The song I'm going to sing tonight is a song that I sang at my wedding. If you can imagine me there, my huge puffball and my tiara. But hopefully tonight I'll be transformed and you won't be able to recognize me.
Here for another great reception, please welcome Deborah Lee Burns. You've known about the Greats all your life, haven't you? Because of your dad.
Yeah, Dad. On a Sunday, we weren't allowed to watch television. He said it was rubbish. He said, you're not watching that. So he'd put on things like Ella Fitzgerald and Sarah Vaughan. And so that's what I did all the time.
So Sunday was always a music day for your kids?
Yes, always.
Now, you did say that you sang the song that you're going to sing tonight at your wedding. I want you to know that is not a clue at all, and you'll know why afterwards. Tell me a bit about this person.
Okay, she's a 70s diva, I would say. She came out in the 70s with the disco explosion. Yeah. The song I'm going to sing was very, very big. It sold 7 million copies worldwide, and it's sort of an anthem for all women. And also, Robbie Williams has sampled a bit of it in his new song, or recent song, I should say, Supreme.
Tell us who you're going to be tonight.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Gloria Gaynor.
Gloria Gaynor! Go on, now go walk out the doors as tonight, singing live, Deborah Lee Burns is Gloria Gaynor!
First I was afraid, I was petrified, thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, and I grew strong, and I learned how to get along, and so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock, I should have made you leave your key. Just 1 second, you'd be back to bother me. Go on now, go. Walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to
I cannot believe that you sang I'll Survive at your wedding.
I did. It was a request.
Good girl. Ladies and gentlemen, Deborah Lee Burns as Gloria Gaynor. You know, pop stars will take their stage name from anywhere. David Bowie got his name from a knife. Johnny Thunders got his name from a storm. And our next star got his name from an item of clothing. It's not the bangles, the cardigans, the four tops, golden earrings, suede, X-ray specs, or indeed Chuck Berry. No, sirree, Bob. None of those, for it is the other one.
My name's Tony Price and I work in a job centre in Portsmouth. I was born in Devon and I was raised most of my childhood in Swansea in South Wales. And when I was 18 I moved down to Portsmouth to study at the Polytechnic and I've lived here ever since. I live with my girlfriend Sharon and we've been together for 4 years now. I work as a customer service officer which basically entails helping people back into work, and it's a great boost to you when you find out somebody who's actually found employment through your help. I started singing at a very early age, mainly around the house, and then progressed on to finally performing a tribute band to the artist I'm going to do.
Information about this job?
Yeah, sure. My mother Christina has basically been the driving force for me to do Stars in Their Eyes. She's been with me and encouraged me, and I think when she's there in the audience and sees me on stage, I think I'll make her very proud.
And job swapping with a star, here's Tony Price. I have come across some slow starters in my time, but this man takes the biscuit. Tony, how long from the moment you first saw Sharon to actually getting together, whether was it?
6 years.
6 years, right. Tell me a little bit about the courtship then.
Well, we worked in the same building and we used to stand at the same bus stop, but waiting for different buses.
Yeah.
And one day, about 4 years ago, she sort of wandered up to me and I thought, my chances might be in here, you know, I never know.
So, had you spoken before this time?
No, it was just basically saying hello and goodbye, and that was it.
Right, yeah. So pretty romantic stuff though, so far.
Very, yeah.
And 4 years ago...
Yeah, she came up to me, looked at me and said, "A white?"
Oh, big move. How lovely. What do your mates think about you coming on this show, anyway?
They're very proud, but I would suppose they would basically say that I was a frustrated rock star living in the body of a civil servant.
And you are going to be a rock star tonight. Tell me a bit about him.
Right, Matthew. Well, he was first of all in a hugely successful rock trio in the late 70s, early 80s. He's a proactive person on the environment, especially issues like the rainforest.
Right.
And the song I'm going to do tonight was a #1 hit for him in 1983. It lasted there 11 weeks, and more recently it's been covered by a rap person, Puff Daddy.
Tell me who you're going to be tonight, Tony.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Sting.
Sting! It's probably him as tonight, singing live, Tony Price is Sting!
Every breath you take, every move you make, every bond you say, every game you play, and I'll be watching you.
Well done, Tony.
That is fantastic. Do you know what you've got to do now? You've got to go back to work on Monday and you've got to see if there are any situations vacant in the police. I'm telling you, you're that good. And just a word of advice. Never put cotton pants in a boil wash. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Price as Sting! You see, so far we've seen Gloria Gaynor and Sting, and after the break, we're turning this stage into a nightclub for a dance anthem. So why not join in by turning your living room into a nightclub too? Just charge the kids £5 for a glass of water, don't allow your fella in if he's wearing trainers, throw beer and fag ends on the carpet, and queue up at your drinks cabinet for half an hour. That should do it. So stick around, groovers, we're going to be hot. Welcome back to Stars in Their Eyes. You know you're getting on when policemen and pop stars start looking younger and younger. I can't help it, but when I watch the charts, I'm saying, shouldn't you be at school? Or, shouldn't you be at primary school? Or, shouldn't you be in a pram? Our next star will make anyone over 20 feel past it. But in her prime, here's star guest number 3.
My name is Ines Stewart and I'm from Nottingham. I was born here and I've lived here all my life. I live with my mum, my dad and my 2 sisters, Natasha and Bryony.
Right, so here.
At the moment I work for an estate agent as a negotiator, which basically involves showing people around houses. I really enjoy my job because I like meeting new people and I feel I'm a very approachable, friendly person. I've been with my boyfriend Darren for 2 years now. We actually met at a karaoke evening and he took a shine to me while I was up there performing a song. By the age of 8, I was told that I had a very strong voice. And since leaving school, I tried to do as much singing as possible and I'd love to make it a full-time career. It was actually Darren's mum that sent off the application form for me for Stars in Their Eyes. I didn't think I'd have any chance of getting on the programme, but I thought, oh, I've got nothing to lose anyway, so I sent it off and here I am.
And there she was, and here she is, Ines Stewart. You good at your job?
Yeah, I try to be, but I'm still learning.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I could sell anything.
You could sell anything? All right, sell this set to me now. Go on.
Okay. For a start, you've got the crazy paved patio.
Yes.
You've got the spacious seating
Oh,
area.
very spacious, yeah.
The spotlights.
Lovely spotlights, yeah.
Viewing every Saturday night.
Yeah.
Built-in surround sound entertainment.
Yeah.
And to you, a very reasonable price.
God, were we convinced by that? Oh, you sold it to them anyway. Well, sir, tell me a bit about the person that you are going to be.
She was born in 1980 in Staten Island, in New York State, and she's very proud of her Latin American roots.
That's right.
She sang Reflection, which was the soundtrack to Mulan,
Right.
the Disney's film.
And she did some more with Disney as well, didn't she?
She did. She worked for the Mickey Mouse Club with the arch rival Britney Spears.
So, Ines, tell us who you're going to be tonight.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Christina Aguilera.
Christina Aguilera! Appearing in a puff of smoke! Tonight, singing live, Ines Stewart is Christina Aguilera!
Come on, come on. I feel like I've been locked up tight for a century of lonely nights. Willing for something to make me stray. You're licking your lips and blowing
in a bottle, baby. Come on and let me out.
This very desirable performance was self-contained with a very attractive facade, acoustically brilliant, and no need for improvement. You sold it to me, girl. What's your dad going to be like? She said he'd be so nervous.
Like that?
Yeah, and he is now. But no need. You'd be a proud man now. Ladies and gentlemen, Ina Stewart as Christina Aguilera. No series of stars would be complete without an appearance from our next singer. He's a legend, a classic, and no stranger to the Doors. Even a small clue would be a massive giveaway, so let's give you a microscopic one. This singer sometimes wore a hat. Yes, a few of you have got it already, but keeping a lid on things for a few more minutes, here's star guest number 4.
My name's Robert Scott. I live in Failford in Ayrshire. I work at Scott Engineering, which is a small family business set up by my father 14 years ago. My job is the day-to-day running of the factory. I grew up in Ayrshire in a town called Irvine. I played a lot of golf and got to a fairly good standard. I was an assistant professional and had great dreams of wanting to be a player, but I was nowhere near good enough, so I had to come to an end. I have 2 children. Emma is 9 and Andrew is 7. They're great kids. I just love them to bits. The children, I don't think will believe that I'm on the show until they actually see it, and they think it's really weird. The guys here think it's a great laugh and it's going to be great fun.
Yep, it's a family business all round for Robert Scott. It must be really useful having the whole family around to muck in and help with the kids. I mean, they must help out a lot for you.
Oh yeah, everybody mucks in. My mother gets roped in a lot to do a lot of driving. A couple of weeks ago, it was my son Andrew's birthday, and she had a car full of kids taking them to Andrew's party. One of the kids said to Andrew, "Oh, so your gran drives?" And Andrew said, "Yeah." And this other lad said, "My gran doesn't drive." And Andrew said, "Oh, and why is that?" And the boy said, "Because she's dead."
What's it like working with your dad? Because my dad would drive me mad working with him.
Oh no, it's fine. We got on well. But he's used to being the boss. But tonight, for once, maybe I'll get to be the chairman of the board.
The chairman of the board is a big clue. Now, the person that you're going to be is so famous, but tell me a little bit more about him.
The person I'm going to be was born in 1915, had a career which spanned 5 decades. One of his wives was Ava Gardner, and Kitty Kelly wrote his unauthorised biography, the title of which was his most famous song, My Way.
I think we've pretty well got it now. Tell us who you're going to be tonight, Robert.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra! He's got him under his skin tonight! Singing live, Robert Scott is Frank Sinatra!
She gets hungry for dinner at 8. She loves the theater, doesn't come late. She'd never bother with anyone she'd hate. That's why the lady is a tramp. Doesn't like dice games with barons and earls. Won't go to Harlem dressed in ermine and pearls. Will not dish the dirt with the rest of those girls. That's why this chick is a tramp. She loves the free, cool wind in her hair, life without care. She's broke but it's oak. Doesn't like California. It's cold and it's damp. That's why the lady is a tramp. She gets far too hungry, babe. Wait there for dinner at 8. She adores the theater, however doesn't get there late. She'd never bother with someone she'd hate. And that is why the lady is a tramp. Doesn't like dice games with barons and earls. Never makes a trip up to Harlem driving shiny Lincolns and Fords. She won't dish the dirt with the rest of those broads. That's why this chick is a tramp. She loves the free, fine, wild, knocked out cuckoo, groovy wind in her hair. Life's without care. She's broke, but it's oak. She loathes California. It's cold and it's damp. That's why the lady, that is why the lady, that's why lady is a tramp.
Thank you. And not a trace of a Scottish accent. Did you notice that? Well, Frank did it his way and you did it Frank's way. It was extraordinary. It's a fantastic voice. And you did say on your film that you were going to be a professional golfer, but you weren't good enough. You're good enough to be a professional singer, mate. I can tell you that for nothing.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Robert Scott as Frank Sinatra! After the break, we've got an unforgettable Saturday night jive fest, and we're going back to a more innocent time, a time when having it large with UK Garage was buying a big bottle of pink paraffin at the local petrol station. So dust off your wing collars, clean up your crepe shoes, and we'll be back for a rock and roll classic in just 2 minutes. Bye. Welcome back to Stars in Their Eyes. If you're cuddled up on the sofa, just think. 30 years ago, on a Saturday night, you'd probably be cuddled up on the back row of the cinema. 'Cause it was easy then. One screen and one film. Now it's a drive to the out-of-town multiplex, screen 17, anywhere apart from the first 4 rows, just behind the big lady wearing a huge hat, eating the 48 decibel pack of chocolate eclairs, right next to the bloke with the constantly busy mobile phone, which isn't hugely romantic. But it is a huge clue to star guest number 5.
My name is Carl Conlon and I come from Brooklands, Manchester. I met Yvonne when I was about 18 and 19. We've been together for about 16 years. She's just been the main focal point of my life, really. And my family consists of my mum, my dad. I have 3 brothers and 1 sister named Suzanne. I joined the probation service when I graduated in 1997 from university. Most pleasurable part of my job is the different people that you meet and the fact that you've had some sort of positive impact on that individual. I used to be a semi-professional footballer, which was a long time ago now. It seems like a long time ago. None of my other family, immediate family, are aware that I'm going to be on Stars in Their Eyes. I think my mum and dad will go absolutely mad that they weren't involved in the initial stage for one, but I think they'll be immensely proud. It's a great achievement.
And this is an achievement to really make a song and dance about for Carl Conlon. Look. Actually bought the shirt.
Liked it, yeah.
Yeah. Now, the 2 people we've got to thank for you being here tonight are your mum and your partner, Yvonne. Right, now, I know Yvonne's a very big priority in your life.
Yeah, one of our first holidays away together, a long time ago now. Unfortunately, Yvonne collapsed in a supermarket due to dehydration, which was worrying in itself. But caused me more concern was the fact that she collapsed into the Tia Marias, and that's an expensive drink.
It is an expensive drink. You can't... You want that scene to Yvonne, I'm afraid. But actually, Carl's got this brilliant idea on how to improve Stars in Their Eyes. Tell them what it is.
Well, I'd transform the set to resemble my bedroom, and then I'd have no problem singing that.
I think a lot of people would agree with you on that. Give me a few clues about the person that you're going to be.
Well, the person I'm going to be tonight, Matthew, was a member of a popular US soul band, which originated, I believe, in 1953.
Yeah.
One of its members was Benny King, who went on later to have a very successful solo career.
Yeah, he did.
And many of the hits that they had, especially in Britain, were in approximately 1975, 20 years after they were originally formed.
So tell us who you're going to be tonight, Carl.
Well, tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Johnny Moore of the Drifters.
Johnny Moore! Snuggle up in the back row as tonight, singing live, Carl Conlon is Johnny Moore!
Saturday night at 8 o'clock, where I'm gonna pick my baby up and take her to the picture show. Everybody in the neighborhood is dressing up to be there too. And we're gonna have a ball just like we always do. Saturday night at the movies, who cares what picture you see? When you're hugging with your baby in the last row on the balcony. Well, there's Technicolor and a cinema scope, I guess out of Hollywood. And the popcorn from the candy stand makes it all seem twice as good. There's always lots of pretty girls with figures they don't try to hide, but they never can compare to the girl sitting by my side. Saturday night at the movies, who cares what picture you see? When you're hugging with your baby in the back row on the balcony. Saturday night at the movies, who cares what picture you see? When you're hugging with your baby in the back row of the balcony. Whoa! Saturday night at the movies, who cares what picture you see? When you're hugging with your baby in the back row of the balcony. Yeah, when you're hugging with your baby in the back row of the balcony.
That is such a cool performance. And that is such a cool jacket. It looks like it's straight out of the catalogue of great car seat covers of the 60s. It's really... And of course, there are only 4 people in the whole world who know that you're coming on this show tonight.
That's
and
correct,
they're the 4 in the audience. And even your mother doesn't know that you're appearing.
That's correct, yeah.
She's going to be a very proud woman tonight.
Thank you,
I will
Matthew.
tell you. Ladies and gentlemen, Carl Conlon as Johnny Moore! With just moments to go before we discover who's in the lineup for the live grand final. So, studio audience, cast your votes now. And while we wait for the roar of the crowd, let's have the smell of the grease paint one more time with our 5-star guests. First, Deborah Lee Burns was the sole survivor, Gloria Gaynor. Tony Price was the world's most famous policeman, Sting. Inez Stewart let the genie out as Christina Aguilera.
I'm a genie in a bottle.
Old Blue Eyes was back when Robert Scott became Frank Sinatra.
That's why the lady is a tramp.
And Carl Conlon was the man at the movies, Johnny Moore.
When you're hugging with your baby in the back row of the balcony.
We have a winner. Is it Gloria Gaynor, Sting, Christina Aguilera, Frank Sinatra, or Johnny Moore? And the winner is Gloria Gaynor! I know.
No.
Oh, yes. I cannot think of anybody better than you to start off a live grand final.
No, everybody's so good.
I know. They are
Everybody's so good.
absolutely brilliant lineup of people, weren't they? How do you feel about being the first on the live grand final?
Wow.
And it's been
Honestly.
lovely spending the last 2 days with you.
And you,
we
Matthew.
have laughed, but do remember to breathe. A fantastic start to the series. Deborah Lee first through the doors on the heats, and now she's first through the doors on the live grand final in 10 weeks' time. Over the next 9 shows, our studio audience will be choosing who's joining her, and then it's your turn to choose a champion. But tonight's first show belongs to Deborah Lee. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, Deborah Lee Burns as Gloria Gaynor. Good night.
First I was afraid, I was petrified, thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, and I grew strong, and I learned how to get along, and so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock, I should have made you leave your key. If I'd have known for just 1 second you'd be back to bother me. Go on now, go. Walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to break me with goodbye? Think I'd crumble? You think I'd lay down and die? Oh, no, that I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live. I've got all my love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. Hey, hey. I got all my life to live.
If you've got the voice, we've got the stage. For details on how you could be walking through those famous doors on the next series of Stars in Their Eyes, phone 0870 400 4000 for an application form.
Hard to mend the pieces of my broken heart.